No, look, I actually never played the game really. As a kid, I went to one of my older brother's games and saw someone get hit by a pitch, and it was like, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
And played other sports, but baseball was not something I played. And I came to baseball later on as just a fan. At college, the diamond was right on campus, and if you had a spring athletic card, you could watch, go see games for free. And a good friend who had played in high school would come join me, and you'd start learning the nuances of the game. I can appreciate playing, but I really appreciate the film because it is about sort of watching and observing and seeing the little things that happen out on the field.
Yeah, I do. I think there are similarities between cinephilia and extreme baseball fandom, the categorizing and the stat keeping. There are similarities between these two worlds, and the way that fans might develop an appreciation of a certain player, or cinephiles might develop an appreciation of an auteur, and see how that career progresses. And then sort of like the idea that we're looking for things in the game or in the film that are nuances that the average observer might not pick up on, and we're trying to sort of wax poetic about why those things are the crux of it.
How the team works, because when this cinematographer works with that filmmaker, it comes out this way, but with a different director, the films look different. So I definitely get that, and certainly also one of my sons, is still playing. Came back after playing in high school, took off for a few years, and he's playing adult rec leagues. And so watching him play, being able to watch him play again, but also to see how it's different, how different the adult rec league kind of experience is from little league or high school or whatever. The variety of ages, to see someone out there who's my age, who's still playing, and next door to a kid who's just out of college. I mean, that's you really capture that, and that's very real, and and there's something beautiful about it when you're watching it both live and the movie, because these are people that they just love this and they don't want to give it up.
Yeah, it's hanging on.
They literally don't want to leave, right? Yeah,
it's hanging on to some childhood joy that they feel has otherwise been lost in their lives. That's not true of every character per se, but I think for me, certainly, I tap into something when I go out there and play on the field that feels very freeing and very pure. That I don't experience in other parts of my life. So I definitely think that's what's very unique about adult rec league versus when I was younger and I played. It was very stressful, a lot of pressure about competing and getting to the next level and making sure you're in the weight room. And now there's like the sense of humor that everyone
as
cares
long as they
about.
don't get hurt.
The failing of their own bodies. I mean, everybody's laughing about that. And so there's a humility to it. And everyone knows they're there for the love of it, and not winning and packing the stat sheet or anything, because no one's coming to hire these guys to be in the majors. So
right,
it's really freeing to play in one of these leagues. And I think the film's about more than just a baseball league. It's about any sort of activity that people have as an outlet for this kind of freedom or this unadulterated joy.